What's up, David? It is Monday, and this is day 34. This video was supposed to be on Friday, but I had to wait a little bit to do some market research to bring you this topic. So, as you know, unless you've forgotten, today or Friday was Pop Culture Friday. So this is Pop Culture Friday, but it's coming out on a Monday. Go figure. Is that saying something about pop culture? Is pop culture always late, or is American culture always late, or are we the trendsetters? Today, I'm going to talk about how we're late to the party. And the party I'm specifically talking about is the soccer, or as the rest of the world knows it, football party. So the reason I had to wait is because I wanted to watch the USA-Mexico game Saturday night. They were playing in the CONCACAF playoff to see who is going to represent CONCACAF, which is all of the countries in the Caribbean and North America. And they're going to see who's going to represent CONCACAF in the Confederations Cup in Russia in 2017. Now, the Confederations Cup is like a pre-World Cup warm-up. A bunch of countries from around the world will play together in a tournament. That really doesn't mean anything except you get money and glory, and you get prepared for the World Cup. Now, Jurgen Klinsmann, the German-born player who's now the coach of the United States men's soccer team, wanted really bad for us to play in the Confederations Cup so we could play world-class talent before going to the World Cup next year. But unfortunately, we lost to Mexico. Now, as disappointing as that was, it got me thinking, is soccer getting more popular in the U.S.? And I think it is, and I think it'll be a really big sport, maybe one of the two biggest sports in the next 10 years, and here are my 3 reasons why. One is the youth. We have more youth playing soccer today than at any other time in history, and we have more youth playing soccer than all of the other sports almost combined. That's a ridiculous number of people playing soccer, and people are growing up with soccer, and they're going to want to watch soccer, they want to play soccer, it's just going to become bigger. Reason number 2 is exposure. For the first time in the history of the United States, we have access to all of these soccer games that we wouldn't normally have. Fox Sports once plays all the national teams, both men and women, and NBCSN and ESPN play both MLS and Premier League for the first time since I think 2011, and we can see all these major soccer games now that we couldn't see before, and people are watching these really good soccer games, especially the Premier League, and they're becoming fascinated. It's a growing sport, and it helps that the U.S. women won the World Cup this past year. We as Americans love winning, and when we're good at something, when we win something, we're behind it. So the better our soccer teams do, the better our country's going to do with soccer, and the more popular soccer's going to get. Reason number 3 is money, and that's the biggest reason to do anything in this world, really. The Premier League's teams and the MLS and all of the soccer giants around the world are realizing that the U.S. is a huge market with a lot of money, and they really want to be part of that. So they're going to be pushing to make soccer really popular here just so they can make more money. Anyway, bro, sorry this is late. I had to wait till Saturday to watch the game to fully understand the topic of this video. So what do you think? Do you think soccer is going to become more popular? And if so, which team do you want to support? Personally, I'd like to see domestic soccer go really big so I can support domestic teams. But right now, if I had to pick a Premier League team, it'd probably be Arsenal, because the same guy who owns Arsenal also owns Denver Nuggets and the Colorado Avalanche. Side note, the Broncos won yesterday, and the Avs are 1-1. We have scored 10 goals in 2 games, where last season we scored 0 goals in 2 games, so there's reason for optimism. See you Tuesday, bro.